Alright guys, so today we're going to be reviewing LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. So this might not be a very good review since I'm kind of rushing this because I want to get this out on May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. And I'm recording this on May the 3rd, and this is the only thing I've done for the video other than a couple of the things I've written down or whatever. Also, you're probably expecting, where's the gameplay? You're wondering where the gameplay is. Where is it? This game doesn't run very well on my system. When I'm recording, that is. When I'm not recording, I get like average like 25 FPS around that much, and the game still looks very good on low graphics. We'll get that a bit more later, and it just does not look very good. The frames aren't very good when I record because it's just horrible. Because it can't do two things at once, and I was gonna do a video of me playing it for the first time. I recorded it and the FPS was horrible. I deleted those video files, so I'm not gonna upload that because I can't, even if I wanted to. And I don't want to. I don't want a repeat of the worst gameplay on YouTube, the worst Let's Play on YouTube. I don't want a repeat of this.
Where do you want me? All right, man.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think this is too powerful for my PC.
You go over there.
There we go.
Where you want me? You hold your position right there. Okay? I'm gonna go over there.
It's really lagging like terrible for you guys.
So yeah, if you want that quality, then you might as well ask. But I'm probably gonna unlist that series or even make a video trashing on it because I hate that so much. But I just thought content was content. Anyway, that's not a part of it. Let's go on to the main video right now, which is the review. And we're going to be showing pictures, like I said before, because I can't show gameplay, and I don't want to steal people's gameplay. I might show a couple people's screenshots later on, but so let's do that now. Let's start the actual video now. So for the character roster, there was some. It was pretty good. How much? It was like 350 something characters, I think, from what I remember. 240 something. I don't remember, around that time, around that much. And I was very surprised to see Roger from LEGO Star Wars: The Freemaker Adventures. I was very surprised. I don't know. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting him to be in there. He was in the DLC along with like all the Freemakers from the Freemaker Adventures in The Force Awakens. They were all in that DLC. But Roger is a base character in the extras selection. That was pretty surprising to me. So it was yeah. He doesn't have his broom or anything like in The Force Awakens, so he can't like hit anything. That was a bit annoying. And also, of course, the legendary real friend appeared. I didn't know about this because he appeared in the trailer. He was like the second. Was it the second mission I did, or was it the second one? Yeah, it was the second mission I did, the second side mission. And it was the mission didn't have anything related to him, of course. But you do unlock him. It was at Hoth. You go there, and then you go get the crystals. I'll talk about that a bit more. But it was nice seeing him. Very shocked to see him. Oh, not really. I wasn't shocked at all. Anyway, I really like Salacious Crumb in this game. Like he had like a nice personality, and I really like the voice instead of going, "Get out of there!" He's like, "Oh, I'm Salacious." I can't do the impression. He's like, "Crumb on the run!" Something like that. That was really cringe. I'm really sorry, future me and all your viewers. I'm really sorry that's cringe, and this is cringe right now. Anyway, yeah, I really like that Salacious Crumb return. Oh, I forgot to say the characters. Han Solo and Carbonite, he was playable just like the extras. Also, I miss the old designer of old Luke or from Episode 7. I wish I included that minifigure as well as a playable character, since that minifigure they used at the end of The Force Awakens, that looked epic. I mean, that I really like that mod where they made him playable. So hopefully someone puts that version over to the Skywalker Saga in a mod, maybe, because I really like that minifigure. I'm really sad that LEGO didn't use that minifigure at all. Like they really should have made it a real minifigure. I'm pretty sure there was some bootleg company that even made it. So that was really annoying, but that's just a really small nitpick anyway. I was also really hoping to see the Battle Droid version of C3, but I was half expecting them to be here, half expecting them to not, and they weren't there as playable characters. But they were there, in the Geonosis arena level. I know I was gonna keep this spoiler free. So anyway, they were there. C3, the battle droid with C3PO's head was there. I saw him there. Wow, and I killed him, and you can see his like head like moving around. She just lays there. You have to wait, and also they couldn't. It looks like they couldn't figure out how to attach the battle droid head to the C3PO's body. So they just made him hold it because they couldn't figure out how do we attach it. It's like impossible. So they just made him hold it. They could have like done something with how you could actually attach the battle droid head to a regular minifig body, which you could also do that to C3PO since he shares the main minifig body with the rest. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but you could have done that. I'll put a picture on the screen like how I did it in the complete saga with the custom characters. I did it like that. They could have just done something like that, but I assume they didn't want to go too far from the Lego feel and remove it. But then again, this is the same game where Grievous is his extra arms, like they're not even. They're just too. There's like, I don't know how to describe it. The picture's on the screen, so have a look at it. Like there's small pegs, which is connected to the end of the clip, which is the arm. I don't know how to explain it. It's so strange, but I guess they couldn't figure out how to do it any other way to make it work. So I understand that. And also, this is the same game where all the weapons appear on the character's hips, and like you obviously can't do that without like super glue or anything in real life. Alright, so I'm going to be using E3PO for this example. It was like the closest thing they've released episode 2 C3PO since they haven't actually done him yet at the time of this video, May the 4th, 2022. So anyway, basically they just put in his head like that. And that does look alright, but it's a little strange because it's like if they made him do this in the movie. This is how he looks like holding the battle droid head in the. If it was the actual figure from 2002, this the Saga collection version. I did a review on him. If I remember, put a card up there. I'll do that. I'll probably forget. And here he is, just like that. Imagine if he held it like that in the movie. Like that's pretty weird. Oh gosh. Anyway, just coming up. What else they could have done was done it like this. I saw some other kid's video. He put it in like it was like that. So they could have just done like that and then given him the blaster. They didn't even give him the blaster at all in the other hand. So they could have done something like that maybe. But then that would have been like if they just did this in the movie. But yeah, so they could have just done something like that. And I should stop saying but yeah. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. I also was really hoping to see Chewbacca carrying C-3PO. And you don't know, my disappointment was... My day was ruined when I found out he wasn't in there. You couldn't do that like in the... I mean, they've done it before with the complete saga, the extra, and we also did it with actual stop motion with it was like Han Solo Boba Fett something short. I don't know what it was called. It was a classic short. I think it was even with... Was it with the yellow minifigs? I don't remember. It had to be really old because I remember it was the light pearl, the original C-3PO figure. And they could have done something like that where they just attach it to his back. The closest thing you could do is you can do the break apart feature where you just make Chewbacca hold them. I literally played through the whole thing like that because I wanted it so badly. So upset that wasn't there. Hopefully someone mods them in. I was really hoping. I was very disappointed. But it's whatever. That would have been... Anyway, I also wish, these ones I wasn't expecting, but I hope in the DLC or some sort of, like, extra, like, they have the 2003 Chad version of Grievous, because he's really nice. I like the blue design on him. That'd be really nice to have. And also, on that, I was also hoping to see, Grievous with his cape, him playable. I think he was only in the cutscene, he wasn't playable, so that was, slightly sad. And also, I wish also in a DLC or some extra, they would do the holiday special version of Boba Fett, but they didn't do that. I also was really hoping to see Lumpawaru, or whatever his name is, and Chewbacca's wife from the holiday special, because they've done him in Lego form in the Lego holiday special, not that long ago. But so sadly, he wasn't in there. I was even more I was so sad that he wasn't in there. I wish he was. I'm pretty sure that was him in the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm pretty sure that was him. And I was also very disappointed to not see the Ghost characters. How can this be Lego Star Wars without Ghost Obi-Wan, Ghost Anakin, and Ghost Obi-Wan? And even maybe Ghost Qui-Gon would have been a nice addition, but the closest thing you can do is the holograms. Use that extra. I'm not gonna put a picture of that on screen because I don't have the hologram thingy. And I don't know if I mentioned I forgot to mention Womp Rat before. I really wish he was playable, or whatever. I don't know what gender. I'm just gonna say I wish it was playable, like the classic version and the one in the game. The classic version is so adorable, man. Oh, this thing's adorable, man. Anyway, so yeah, back to the normal characters. I really like that they had the classic characters DLC and the all the DLC is really nice, all the characters pack. And I really hope we get a pack based on like the complete Saga, the video game, and Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, like those character designs, like the white, not the white, this is kind of rare, sorry, not other, I can't speak, the light nougat skin, I don't know how to pronounce the last, that word, the light nougat skin color with the classic designs they use in those video games. I hope we get a pack like that. And also, for some reason, Ben Kenobi, he's like happy when he's standing still, but as soon as he like runs or walks, he just looks horrified. That's really strange. Anyway, onto the environments and the graphics. So the environments, they look really nice, even on the lowest graphics. Like I briefly went over this before. Even this photos on the lowest graphics, it looks pretty good still, and it still runs really nice. So I'm really happy with that. By really nice, I mean 25 FPS, not like 60, 120 FPS. No, not at all. And yeah, I knew the Sarlacc was going to be returning. I'm pretty sure we all knew even before the main trailer was released. Like when it was first announced, I'm sure everyone was expecting like all this stuff, like the Sarlacc to be there. Would have I been expecting it to see it in the hub world? Maybe not. But it was still really cool. It was there, and you can jump in it. I'm pretty sure you can like feed it somehow. I didn't read onto it, but and also I forgot what I was saying. Also, yeah, it's very different, the design. It's much bigger than the actual Lego build designs. Like both designs, the original and the two newer ones. I think it was like the other one was, but like the 2004, 2006 version, something like that. That came with the original sail bike, and there's the one that came with the Desert Skiff, and there's the one that came with the Desert Skiff, the more modern version. I think that was 2019. I don't know when it was. I also like the fact that they actually returned the what's it called, the hyperspace thingy, whatever it's called, when you're in hyperspace, when you're moving through hyperspace, I should say. Well, I really like that they returned that from the Force Awakens. I was like, oh, I can't believe that's back from the Force Awakens. Bring back a little bit of nostalgia. The load times are horrible on my computer, but I'm pretty sure if you have a high-end PC or if you're on the Switch, it loads really fast. But for me, it loads really slow, which is not the game's fault. It's my fault. Well, not really my fault. It's just the PC's fault. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. Let's go on. I should really keep talking about the Hubbles because they're really nice. But anyway, the humor in this game, I think they embrace the memes like too much. Like, think of any Star Wars meme. Would say hello there for an example, and I have the high round. You see that everywhere. I saw that so many times. It started to get a bit annoying. Started to ruin it. It's like an r/fellow kids thing. Like, it's appeared like a couple times, and it was started to get a bit annoying. Started to ruin the meme. Not too much though. They slightly overdid it, not too much. And people said there were a lot of blue milk jokes. I only saw like one or two. Maybe I wasn't paying much attention, so maybe it was like that. And so the Rise of Skywalker, the ending cutscene where Kylo heals Rey, that had me cracking up with a health bars. I just laughed. It's a nice way to just bring together the film and the theme of Lego and the theme of the Lego games. That was really nice. That, along with the brick separator in the Last Jedi, that was epic to see. The brick separator, that was kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit, but it's still kind of nice to see. I think the darkness, not really human, the darkness, like the sadness it was all toned down a lot. I'm mainly talking about Qui-Gon Jinn's death. Like in the complete saga, he's so it's sad. Like he just goes, he's dead, and you see like the crossed out eyes, and he zooms out as everyone's just looking at him, and he's just shaking his head. Man, that was sad. And then now it's like more keeps interrupting it. He keeps coming back. He's acting, and he keeps coming back, and then like. Who's like trying to talk to him, and then more comes out and his head's there. It's a bit more, it's more funny. They're trying to make it more light-hearted. I understand why, because they just yeah. It's the same thing with kind of the same thing with Obi-Wan's death. Like Luke's, no, it's not a set, but in the complete saga, he's like, the noise he makes is so, it's like, it just embarks sadness. It sparks sadness in you, and other one it's like more, I don't know, more casual. I don't know, more like the film. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not as sad. But I think it's just because there's no grunts. But I had the grunts mode on, and it's just like it doesn't sound like the original one. I was hoping it would sound more sad, but then it didn't. I had the grunts on for that cutscene, which I forgot to talk about that as well. I forgot to talk about the grunts. I didn't have them on the first time I played because I wanted to hear the lines. I might the next time I replay the game, I might have the grunts on or the mumbling. So yeah, I might turn on the mumblings again because I like it when they mumble just like me. Anyway, I don't think there was no "I'm Han Solo" song from the Kinect, from like that. I'm really sad that didn't. I'm really sad that didn't return. It would have been really funny if it did. Like maybe I don't know. I don't know how they would have done it, but that would have been really fun. But I don't think they could have done it anyway. So anyway, the puzzles in this game they were pretty nice. They were standard and nice, most of them. Some were really annoying. Like I couldn't figure out how to do some things. Like only like 3 times, and I just got stuck. And then. I did figure it out. The main one was the bit that I spent so long on this. It was this one jump. This jump in the Rise of Skywalker in the second Death Star ruins. I couldn't make this jump with a platform when you platform up. Oh, sorry, I don't know if that made a big noise. Anyway, I tried to platform up, like, the things that come out. I just couldn't get it. I had to use like the box, like I had to use the force to move the box to get onto the first one. I made it the second one fine. I made it the third one fine. But when you had to go back and up, I couldn't do it because I couldn't jump high enough. I had thought you had to use the crates, or there was something I was missing, and I wanted to complete the game without searching up a tutorial. So I gave up on that. I gave in and looked up a tutorial, and I found him, and they just did it normally. So I was like, well, how do you do this? I made it up a couple times, but then I couldn't make it up the next ones. Like, I made it up like twice, and I think I just had the brilliant idea, and I just turned the display down to the minimum resolution. It was 800 by 600, I think, and I made it the first try. I was using the controller. I tried the controller before, it didn't help, so maybe it was my system, but that was annoying. I found someone else who could not do it as well. I replied to their topic on Reddit, so if you stalk me on Reddit, you'll know about that. That's mainly it, and there was also the other bit I couldn't figure out was I think it was a bit on Endor with Chewie and Wicket. I couldn't figure out how to get up. I think it was you had to shoot the thing. You had to get the elevator down somehow. You had to shoot like the thing to get it down. I don't remember what it was. Something like that. So also the droid break apart stuff where he split like the protocol droids, like his legs and the main body. That wasn't used that much. I was expecting it to be used a lot more, like once every episode or once every 2 chapters or whatever. But it wasn't. It was only used like once or twice, I think. And also the features along with the features I do like the wearable helmets that you could wear them. Again, kind of reminds me of the classic games. Anyway, on to the bugs and issues. I don't know if I talked about this before. I was hoping that since it's TT Games, they make brilliant games, and that they delayed the game a couple of times to polish it and add to it, there's gonna be almost no bugs, and it was half true and it was half not true. but I would say the ones I encountered, most of them were minor, but the biggest one was I'm sure I've seen a couple of people have this was that in the when you're in the flying mode, when you're flying in the sky and the missions, like say you're doing the second Death Star run, or not, you didn't do the second Death Star run, you do the first Death Star run. I couldn't I'm trying to use the mouse to move it, and I couldn't move the ship round. If I pause it, it would move a little, it would work for a few seconds, and then it wouldn't work. I didn't try to turn down the display, so maybe it was that, but I don't know. Like maybe it was like the performance thing. It was not my system. It wouldn't allow it. But then it worked completely fine out of mission, so I assume it's the game, but it might not be. So that's a little strange. And also, I experienced like a couple of crashes when I switched to when I'm pretty sure it only happened when I'm like the DLC characters, like say classic Obi-Wan. I switch out of him, and I switch out of him to another character. I switch back, it crashes. And I lost all my studs. I grinded a million studs, and I lost it all, and I was so annoyed. Now luckily I'm on PC, so I just used Cheat Engine. I figured out how to get studs from that, get my studs back. I felt a little bit bad doing it, but then I ended up I couldn't be bothered grinding studs and all that, so I just used it again. I gave up, used it to get the highest stud multiplier times 10. Anyway, yeah, there was those crashes. Also the enemy targeting system, like where it shows where they target, this only happened once, but it stayed, like Jango Fett's one when he's like throwing the bolts, it just stayed there the whole time I was there. It just stayed there, and it was just stuck there. I don't know why. I don't know what was up with that. Was strange. Also I had some soft locks. Like in the Rise of Skywalker, when you're on the Star Destroyer or whatever it was, the Planet Destroyer. I don't know what the hell it's called. I don't know what. Yeah. Anyway, I was playing as Finn, and I moved across, like gone to when you get to like I think it's like the part, and it's like all the electrical bit, and you had to like move like the TIE Fighter or something. We had to do something around there. I couldn't get off whatever the little creature thing's called. I couldn't get off them. I pressed every button. I could switch, but then I couldn't. It wouldn't get off. That's the main thing. He just couldn't get off. I can't speak because I've been speaking for so long. I couldn't get off. He was just stuck there. I had to reset, do the whole fight again, and also again in the Rise of Skywalker, I attacked Kylo Ren as BB-8 multiple times, and then for some reason, I don't know why, I think those two, Kylo and BB-8 jumped across, but then Rey didn't, so I couldn't attack Kylo Ren as Rey. I think I had to use I tried attacking him as BB-8, but it wouldn't let me. He just stood there because I think it like it was like in the middle of the cutscene where he jumps across, he waits there, and then Rey's supposed to jump across, but then she didn't. And I could just switch back. It just put me back into normal gameplay. Like half of the cutscene just didn't finish, and it just put me back into the game. So that happened as well. And in The Force Awakens, for some reason these are all sequel trilogy related. And yeah, The Force Awakens, when you get onto the garbage, which is a Millennium Falcon, that was so offensive. All the TIE Fighters, they did not spawn. I think it was my fault, because I think I alt-tabbed out of the game and went back in, so that might have been my fault. And that was basically it. And also there's this weird bug, with like, I think it was like, it like stayed for a couple seconds when I like closed, when I put back the lightsaber, I put back the lightsaber onto Mace Windu's belt. It like stayed for like, I think it stayed for like 10 seconds, around that long. So it was like on, and he was like going. It's like you see the picture on the screen that happened. And also for some reason, when Obi-Wan went up the wall, like when he goes up to the wall, you slice it. For some reason, the lightsaber was green.
That's the motherfucking green saber.
I was confused at that. It might be like, I appreciate it might have been like it's just because it's like the yellow and the blue mixing. You could argue it was that. But is it really? I don't know. Okay, so basically, these are what I miss from the old games. I kind of miss the old droid panels and like the sounds they make. All the sounds from the classic games I really miss. Other than like, I'm really glad I'm pretty sure they just include like the building, like this building sound from all. Like that's this trademark building sound. They always use that when it completes and when it's I don't know if I think it's a different sound. Like they switched over, like probably around 2015 I think, because I knew it was a different sound in The Force Awakens, I'm pretty sure. But they switched over the building sound, but when it completes, that same sound, I'm pretty sure that was still there. But I still miss like the classic droid panels. I really miss those, and the classic sounds when they input it. And I wish they just combined like more of the old game elements. Made it wasn't as nostalgic as I thought it was. And also I really miss the helmet givers, but I also like the idea that you just steal it from the other stormtroopers that you kill. I do kind of miss the injured protocol droids where like C3PO is on one leg, but I guess that could have conflicted with the break apart feature, so I understand why that was gone. The hunt models, they were I really wish that they were actual model. I would kind of miss that they're not actual models instead of the like in the complete saga, and I'm pretty sure like Lego Star Wars 2 and the original trilogy. I haven't played those two, so sorry. I'm pretty sure in all those games, like they're actual models, like they're not built out of Legos, or just built out of Lego, not Legos. But then in the Skywalker Saga, they're like 2D, they're like just brick built ones, and they're not like 3-dimensional. I understand I understand why they're 2-dimensional, or more 2D, more flat, I should say. Then I don't know how to explain it, but they're different. They're brick built, not an actual model of a heart, which I kind of miss, but I understand that. I also miss the old protocol droid and the really slow Yoda walk for some reason. These were missing in The Force Awakens. I kind of understand. I fully understand why they don't have them, but I kind of wish that they kind of kept it in. They could have done something like in like the 3D GDA, where you just hold Alt and press W, and then it shows like the normal walk. While if you just press W, it just shows like the walk at the max. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe if you use like a controller and you just push it slightly, it will show something similar, but I don't think so. Anyway, that's just me being nitpicky, so that's not really a complaint. That's just something I wish they could have had. I don't mind that it's not in there at all, those ones. But here's something I do miss. Of course, it is R2-D2's rocket jets. I mean, what else could it be? I was very disappointed. I mean, can't believe it wasn't in the game. Like, those things were awesome. Like, I didn't test any of the other protocol droids, but I presume they don't have them as well. And I'm quite upset that those don't have them. I understand, because he only used them in the prequels, and they were like damaged at the end of A New Hope apparently when he got shot. So I understand that they didn't include them because maybe they felt it was too overpowered. Also, speaking of like jets, the jetpacks are really awful. Like Boba Fett's, Jango Fett's, like those are awful. Like they only stay on for like 2 seconds, and I'm pretty sure, like I'm glad that there was a mod that like makes it so they go on for an unlimited amount of time. I wish that they actually worked maybe something similar to Star Wars Battlefront, all the Star Wars Battlefronts 1-4/1-2/1-2, all those, or they could have done something similar to the complete saga where it just stays on for at least a longer amount of time. I think it stayed on for like 5-7 seconds around that much. Also, another thing that was very disappointing that was in there was character customization, which I was pretty sad to see that it wasn't in there, because I was really hoping it would be really advanced and all that, because it was promised. I remember there was like one of the devs, I think they said that it was like in a live interview, like at a convention, like they said, oh, character customization is coming, and it wasn't there. So hopefully it comes in a future update maybe. I was really that is just I mean, it's not that bad. I don't know who I would create. I had a couple characters in my mind, but I've now completely forgotten who it was. And that's it, I guess, for this. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Okay, I better stop saying that. May the 4th be with you. Bye.